How's it going? It's the Butcher here, and we just got some news about an hour or so ago, I believe, on the newest Campfire Chat for Diablo 4. It's going to be happening on February 29th, 11 a.m. PST. And sorry, I'm getting pinged over on my other monitor, but that is coming up. So it's a week from today, so next Thursday. So what it says here, and that date's going to be important, I think. What it says here is on our next Campfire Chat on February 29th, we'll give you a first look at Trials and the Gauntlet. I believe those are the same thing. I think they've called them Trials, and then what you do in the Gauntlet is Trials, if that makes sense. So I think those are the same thing. I don't think those are two separate things. A weekly rotating fixed dungeon coming in season of the contract. So they're, again, quadrupling down that this is still coming this season. And I'll get to when I think it's coming. Joint Associate Director of the Community, Adam Fletcher, Associate Game Director, Joseph Piopora, and Lead Live Class Designer, Adam Jackson, as they delve into the Gauntlet leaderboards, balance updates, and bloodthirsty powers, which is very interesting, set to make their return. We'll also have special events to showcase members of the development team playing the Gauntlet. They'll be joined by Diablo creators Macro Bio Boy and Anna Cake Live. This actually, when it first came out, said Micro Bio Boy, which is, it's just funny. And they're going to be there to commentate on the action. They're also going to hold a Q&A segment at the end, and then you can visit their official stuff to catch the live stream. So, a couple important things I think I want to break down here. So very short, that's it. That's all it is. But a couple of very important things. So this is coming on the 29th. I think that throws out, obviously, all hope of the Gauntlet releasing on the 27th. When I do think it's going to release is the 5th. I think anything later than that, it's already unacceptable. Anything later than that is absolutely unacceptable. The season ends on the, I believe it was the, I actually just had it up. One sec. I just did this on purpose so I could find it. It was sometime, it was like April 16th or something. Yes, it ends April 16th. So if we scroll down here, if it comes out on March 5th, we get all of March, and then basically 2 weeks into April. So that would make sense to me. That's about a half a season, give or take. That's about how they like to do things, kind of the mid-season update. So that would make sense, although I could see it being pushed back even one more week, which would be really sad because we're starved for content. But I think it's going to come out on the 5th, would be my guess with the way they scheduled this live stream. I think that rolls out the 27th. I would put like a 70% chance on the 5th, 30% chance on the 12th. Anything else is just useless at that point. You might as well not even have it out. But again, they like quadrupled down that it's coming this season. So that's important. The next thing that I want to talk about is the balance updates, which is the next thing here. So we are going to also get a look at the Gauntlet. So we're actually going to be able to see what level it's coming out in, what exactly. We should get more in-depth information so we can kind of tailor our builds to that. But we're also going to be getting balance updates. So we're going to hear what they have to say. I would assume some things they're going to fix. They said they don't want to do nerfs. They just want to fix bugs. So one that comes to mind, one that I've been using, is there's a bug currently on the Weapon Mastery the Weapon Mastery passive for Rogue, where if you're using a crossbow, you just do a crap ton of damage, and that's a bug. It was unintended. It happened when they fixed the Advanced Rapid Fire. So, or improved, I forget which one it is, whatever the one that gives you more multiplicative damage. So that's something I could see getting fixed. I'm not sure if they're going to be adjusting any builds, bringing any down, bringing any up. There's some classes where I think the meta is pretty good for the Gauntlet for what we think of speed. This is going to depend. And there's some classes where it's, not as good, in my opinion. So like something like the Barb, you're just charging and Hoda are just is the way to go. Sork, it's the teleport build. You're so fast. Necromancer, I don't even know. You're probably going Bone Spear, but you're just slow as all hell. Rogue, you pretty much got, it seems to be dominated right now by Shadow Imbue, Penetrating Shot, Rapid Fire. Rogue, Druid probably has the best balance between Shred, the Boulder Shred build, basically. You have Wear NATO, and you have Lightning Storm. So very interesting there. But yeah, I wonder what balance updates, if they are going to actually change any things or just fix a few bugs here and there and then maybe give us a look forward to the future. Because I believe in Adam Fletcher's tweet, he did say they're going to give a look forward to Season 4. So maybe that's some of what we're going to get there. So now the next thing to go over is the Bloodthirsty Powers. So, I mean, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to kind of figure this one out. This is essentially, I believe, what they did with the Malignant Rings, adding them back about mid-season into the game. And I thought that was a cool addition. Adding these back, I think it was cool. I would like to see them, I guess I'm fine with them doing a mid-season. I don't know, it's just a little bit strange. I guess I would like to see them keep more of the mechanics of the last season. So I know we don't just want Hell Tides basically everywhere, but things like that, like the Blood Seekers, I don't know. Keep more of that in the game so you're constantly building upon it rather than like starting it new from each season. So I like to see that. I do like how they're adding these back into the game. So I'm assuming it'll probably be fan favorite ones like Metamorphosis. Ravenous was a really good one. I think maybe the Ultimate Skill cooldown one, I forget what that one was called. I wonder if they're going to be, so all these powers in the game were not class specific. You can use them on any class. I wonder if they're going to take ones that are going to help out different classes and attach them to that, or if they're all just going to be able to be used by every class. I'm not really sure what I prefer. It depends which powers they pick. I really think these are going to come back as aspects. I don't think they're going to come back as items. I don't think it would make as much sense for these to come back as items, just because they don't have really like active abilities like the Malignant Hearts did. For example, like the pull with the Druid, you had the what do you call it? Like the taunting thing with the rogue, whatever it is, trickery. That's what it was called. It was trickery with the rogue. With the necromancer, it was all the corpse explosions and things like that. So they're much more active while these are more passive. And I think it would make more sense on an aspect. I wonder how you're going to get these aspects. They're probably just farming them from, maybe they add well, last time they just threw it on Rashawn, but he was the, what's it called? The season 1 boss. So maybe they throw it on Lord Zur, and that's how you go get them? I'm not really sure. So maybe stock up on some Potent Blood, or whatever it's called. Lord Zur Blood. I think it's called Potent Blood. Maybe stock up on some of that. I could see manning it that way. Maybe you just find them dropping throughout the world. But either way, this is a welcome addition, and it should change up some builds. I would have really loved if they had the Gauntlet out before this, and then kind of somewhat, like a few weeks into the Gauntlet, these got released, so maybe we have some meta changes and some things change around, keeping it fresh. That sounds cool to me. I would have liked that much more, but obviously, this Gauntlet keeps getting pushed back and back and back. But that's basically it. I would expect an exact date announced on this Campfire Chat. If not, I have no idea what they're doing. And like I said, I would expect it to come out the 5th. That makes the most sense. Maybe the 12th, which would be disappointing. Anything after that, you might as well not even release it, frankly. And, it's interesting. We'll have to see what they have to say. I'm excited to get a better look at it and see, and then we can kind of tailor some more builds or come out some more videos on that as we ramp up and get ready. Once we find out what these Bloodthirsty Powers are, maybe incorporating some of those into builds, depending on what they are, and if we get and where we get them, more information on when they're coming out, etc. So incorporating those into our builds, and we'll see from there. But a little bit disappointing. I was still holding out hope, honestly, for it to come out on the 27th, which is definitely not going to be the case. I would be shocked if it came out on the 27th and they did it after. It literally makes no sense because they're shoving it off. But either way, that's it for the news today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back with another video soon, and I will definitely be covering everything you need to know in this Campfire Chat. Thanks, guys.